Today I'm going to be demonstrating a rod set on natural curly hair for a young girl. And her hair, as you can see, has already been shampooed, conditioned, combed through. So we're going to get ready to get started here, okay? So now I'm going to apply foam just to kind of set the hair. I don't want to do setting lotion. I don't want her curls to be really stiff or anything. I want to do foam so that they have movement and body. And that way, if you decide you want to comb it down throughout the week or do various styles, you can, and you have some options to it. As also, you can see I've sectioned her hair off into 3. Just 2 here. I twisted it up in the front and I sectioned it off in the back. That way we can start to get ready to start putting in the rod set. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take a good section of hair and kind of just comb through real quick since I put the foam in to get it to go all the way through. Now for her ends, to make sure they're tamed, I will be putting a little small amount of gel. You can also use jam, just something non-flaky so that when you get ready to take the rod set down, it looks really nice. Okay, so we'll start with our first section. And I'm just going to part the hair like so. And I'm going to clip it off. Okay, so on curly hair, when you're not using heat and everything, this is just a healthier way to show you how to get a curly style without applying the heat all throughout the hair. So we'll stretch out the hair. I'm going to apply a little gel, not a lot, just maybe midway to the end. And this is just going to kind of help tame the ends, keep them from being as frizzy, making it more manageable to set on the rod. And then I'm going to take the rod and I'm going to wrap around. And then curl up. And I'm going to secure it in place. I'm going to move on to the next section. If you've already applied setting lotion on it, you don't have to do it per section. But you can re-moisten the hair in case it gets a little dry on you as you're going through the application. Same thing, comb through, make sure that you have it as straight as possible. Not much, just a little gel. Start it midway and bring it down to the ends. Now you can alternate colors, sizes if you want, just depending on what it is you want to do. Right now I'm going to do them in rows, so I'm probably going to use orange and gray rods. With this style, you can allow the hair to air dry, or you can sit them under the dryer for the necessary amount of time for the hair to actually dry. Now, you can do different designs in the front if you want to do braids or a part, twist, whatever it is that you're wanting to do to the hairstyle, you can do that. So once again, we're going to repeat the same thing we did on the first 2, a little gel. Take it midway, bring it down to the end, comb it to make sure it's evenly dispersed. You want to try to keep the hair as flat as possible, bringing it around the rod so you're not twisting the curl. That way you have smooth, even curls when you take the set down. And if it's not tight enough, come back in. Okay. And this will be our last one on this roll. Once again, just a little gel. I've already put foaming or setting foam on the hair. I've applied it through. So I don't want that one that's open. I'm going to reset it on there. And it's just a really simple, cute style to do for any school age girl or even adult. So as you can see, we've rod the back set of her hair. And you're going to do this throughout the hair until you reach to the top. Okay, so just for the edges, I'm not putting the gel there. I'm using my my Tanchu stick. It's a lavender stick. I'm a professional item, and it's really good for slicking edges, even if you're trying to blend hair with extensions and things like that. But I'm using it just on her edges. And as you can see, we're alternating. So I did the orange and the gray. Now we're starting her orange again, just to go through, just to kind of show you guys what it is that I'm doing. Still applying just a small amount of gel midway towards the end, just to kind of help tame the hair. And you can go in different directions if you choose to. Just all depends on how you want the style to look. But this is something very easy that you can do on yourself at home without coming into a beautician like myself. You can get the rods from anywhere, a Sally's, any local beauty supply store. And just to kind of help yourself, you can section it off or you can top knot it, whatever is just more convenient for you, that makes it more comfortable. For children who have shorter length hair, you can get smaller rods. But it's all the same, really, pretty much. And you can use the same technique if you were doing sponge rollers, hard rollers. It's just really whatever type of curl pattern you're looking to achieve. So you're going to continue to do this until you get to the top of the hair. And at that time, you would decide if you want a middle part, side part. If you're wanting to twist the hair off the face, you can do that as well. I'm just going to rod her hair all over, sit her under the dryer, and then finger style it. If the child has really, really thick hair, you can do bigger sections. It's not going to affect the curls at all, because once they're on the rod, they all come out looking the same. So it's just how curly you want it or how long you want it to last. Her hair will last about a week once the style is complete. And I will style it various ways just because she's a school age child. This way she can wear it in ponytails or down or different things. And the older the curls get, then you can start to really just play with it even more. Upkeep at night, I would simply put on a silk bonnet on her hair, and she can sleep with that. You can do maybe a large section of bantu knots just to kind of upkeep the curls, or you can do bigger sections rotted around the hair, and that'll kind of help keep the style and make it last longer as well. So as you can see, I've alternated between the orange and gray rods, all throughout her head. She will have a part here at the top, and that's not, you know, you could do whatever you want, however you want to style it, if you want to twist it off the face or what have you. But this is pretty much what she has. Okay, and then I'm going to place her under the dryer for about 45 minutes, and then we'll take them down. So as you can see, I've already started taking down some of the rods, and I'll just demonstrate what you're doing. You just unfold it at the top where you did it, and you be careful to keep the curl pattern the same. And you do this until you take them all out. And if you just take your time doing it, you won't mess up the curl pattern. There's no specific technique to it. Just take them out without picking through them. And then when you're done, you can put a little gloss or oil sheen, whatever it is you want to do. And if you notice, her curls are very soft. I didn't use a setting lotion. I did a foam, the Crinkles and Cream foam by Talia Wajid. And I typically use Care. I use that one. It's a few different things that I like to use sometimes. Just depending on what it is, depending on what I'll use to keep the style soft and manageable. If you want to put spritz or things like that, you can, but I like non-flaky hairstyles and healthier hairstyles. So that's why I typically go that route. Now, I only have like one or two left. Before I actually separate them, I'll put a little gloss in my hand, rub it through, just so it'll help with some of the frizzing. But you shouldn't have much frizzing because remember, we applied the gel to the ends. So once you take it down, this is how it should look all over. Don't worry about the separations or parts or things like that, because when you get ready to pull them out, you'll fix everything. So I'm going to use some finishing gloss just to rub through. And this one is by Simply Smooth. I got it from Armstrong McCall. If you want to use things that are over the counter, that's fine. If you want to just continue with the coconut oil, that's fine. But nothing that's going to be heavy and weigh the hair down. And then you'll start to separate. So carefully, you separate. You can clip them up out the way, but there's really no need to. So wherever you want to start. And the more you separate, the fuller it will look. Now, I just kind of separate it starting at the top and bring it down. I'll kind of stretch it out, start at the top with my finger and bring it down. And then loosely kind of let it go. And that'll keep your curl intact and everything intact. Now, if you have a child who has really thin hair, of course you want to put as many rollers in as possible, or you can do bigger sections, and then when it comes down to it, you can kind of tease the roots of the hair, starting kind of here and tease them down, and that'll give you more of a full look at the ends, and your curl will be more at the, a full look at the root and more of a curly look towards the ends. It just depends on the child's hair type. So as you can see, you don't see any partings or things like that. If you do and it bothers you, you can go in and continue to separate as much as you want to. But with the rods, it gives you a really cute, kid-friendly hairstyle. Age appropriate, without too much heat on the hair. Again, we set her under the dryer for a total of 45 minutes. But typically I would let it dry overnight. Okay, so this is what the hair will look like once it's finished. Nice and pretty and bouncy, full and curly. If you want to do something where you actually add a like an accessory or something, you can also do that. And I'll demonstrate what I mean by that. No, it's just a little space there, but that's okay. So give me a second. So again, if you wanted to add an accessory, you definitely could. A headband, something small. Now this is a rather large or whatever, but it's the quickest one I could just grab for a demonstration, just to kind of show. Also, if you wanted to pin the sides up, or if you want to put it in a ponytail, you could actually do all of those things and it would be fine. So typically I always ask my clients, what do they like the most, or where are they going? So let's ask her, where are you going today?
I don't know, but I'm probably going to go to like Beyonce on Ice or Disneyland, either one, but my new hair is going to rock it.
Okay. Thank you for watching my channel, and please subscribe.